Chapter 5, Truth and Death. Minato was in his office working on the demonic fiend called paperwork until a fox jumped through the window and landed in front of him. "Lord Hokage," said the fox as the Minato looked at it in disbelief, "do not be alarmed, I am a messenger from Captain Naruto." Minato was surprised. Wasn't Naruto supposed to be in the exams at this moment? "The captain is taking the exams as we speak," said the fox, "but he wanted me to send you a message about a snake in the leaves and to keep an eye out for any snakes, especially the albino ones." After completing its job, the fox vanished in a cloud of pink cherry blossoms. Minato's eyes narrowed as he silently thanked his son for the cryptic message. Naruto was writing the answers to the test with one eye closed. "Your control of the Hana no Mi is getting better," commented Robin as she saw Naruto's test paper through one of his eyes and the answers that one of the observers had with the other. "Thank you, Kasan," said Naruto as he spoke to his mother figure in his mind as he finished writing the last answer. Naruto let the eye he placed on the observer disappear, turned his paper over, and decided to take a nap. "Let's see if any Hyugas can read backwards." Naruto silently laughed at the challenge he had given to the other cheaters. Ibiki wasn't surprised at the tactic Naruto had used. Find an instructor with the answers, plant one his eyes on him. Ibiki still didn't know how Naruto done it, and skillfully wrote the answers. He had to let out a chuckle, which scared the other Chunin hopefuls, when Naruto presented a challenge that only a Hyuga that knew how to read backwards could do. Ibiki then saw how Uzum was going at the test after see how her brother had just finished. She was letting her jealousy get to her, making her sloppy. "All right, pencils down!" shouted Ibiki as he released some killer intent, making everyone obey and waking Naruto. "Time for the final question." Naruto already knew that there wasn't a 10th question, it was just a lie to see who all was willing to risk everything under pressure. "Now," said Ibiki as he drew back the key, "all of you will have a choice of whether or not to answer. If you decide to not attempt the question, then please leave immediately. If you do decide to try the question and fail, you will be banned from taking the Chunin exams again." After Ibiki's speech, some Chunin teams decided to back down and left. "But first," said Ibiki as he walked towards Naruto in a calm, but threatening, manner and glared at his prisoner, "I saw that little eye trick of yours. Are you going to tell me how you did that?" Naruto saw through Ibiki's rouse as his torturer had already known about Naruto's powers, but decided to help with the entertainment. "All shinobi have their secrets, ugly," said Naruto with a level head as Ibiki then grabbed him by the throat and lifted him in the air. Ibiki let out a lot of ki aimed at Naruto, with the boy countering it with his haki as he kept his calm, cool glare. Everyone, including the instructors, felt the intense air as they watched the stare down between prey and predator. More Chunin teams left at the fear of being close to such demonic auras. The stare down continued until Ibiki relented and set Naruto down. "Congratulations," said Ibiki, "you all passed the first part of the exams." Ibiki was about to explain the true purpose of the test was, but one of the windows had shattered to reveal a woman with purple hair. "That was a great show, you two," said the woman as she patted Naruto's head. "I'm Anko Mitarashi, I will be your proctor for the second exam. Now meet me at Training Grounds 44 in the next 15 minutes or your team will fail." Everyone had immediately left as Anko turned towards Ibiki. "I was actually wondering who would win that stare down of yours," said Anko with disappointment, "but you had to ruin it back bucking down like that." Ibiki didn't really want to say it, but Naruto was actually beating him at the contest. How can you be the scariest person in the Department of Torture and Interrogation if a Chunin can scare you? At the Namikaze estate, Kushina was sweeping the house until she heard the front door open. She turned, thinking that it was the twins after failing the Chunin exams, but was surprised to see Minato instead. "Is something wrong, Minato?" asked Kushina as she watched her husband enter the living room. "I thought that the stack of paper in the office can wait while I think about the old war days," answered Minato, sending a hidden message to his wife. Kushina caught the message and sat next to her husband. "I was wondering," asked Minato with a slight hint of guilt in his voice, Does Naruto keep a journal of his training or power? Minato had learned from Uzumaki that Naruto had some kind of power that he used during the wave mission and from Kakashi when Uzumaki and Sasuke decided to attack Naruto. Kushina knew that Naruto kept two journals, one for his private thoughts and the other had notes of his power, but she knew that Naruto wanted to keep them a secret. He does have a journal of his powers, Kushina explained, but he only brings it out when training or when I have to ask. He is very secretive about it. Minato sighed as he really wanted to know about Naruto's power, but he didn't want to risk losing what little bond he had with Naruto. Does he really have that little trust with us? Minato asked himself as he mentally punched himself for even thinking of trying such a tactic. He did remember when Ino had tried to get information about Naruto for Uzumaki. Ino had met the Straw Hat Pirates before she got booted out of Naruto's mind by Robin under the threat of breaking her neck. Ino never did try a tactic like that again afterwards. Naruto never did just let anyone view his secrets, you had to gain a lot of trust from him. In the Forest of Death, Naruto was secretly using an enhanced fox senses to search for other teams. Okay, thought Naruto as he recognized the scents of the other teams within the forest. Aside from my own team, there are about 4 or 5 teams from Konohagakure, 3 teams from Kumo, 1 from Suna, and 2 from that new Otagakure? Naruto was contemplating that the other team had the traitor when the scent of blood entered his nostrils. Kumo was down a teams. The team from Suna had killed one of the teams. Must have been that Gaara kid that killed them, Naruto deducted as he not only recognized the scent of blood from Gaara, but felt some sort of dread from the guy. We have to avoid the team from Suna, said Naruto as he drifted towards the left. Something about Gaara doesn't sit well with me. Uzumaki was about to argue when she saw her brother signal them to hide in the nearby bush. Why are we stopping Dobi? Asked Sasuke, only to get a signal to be quiet from Naruto. Naruto twitched his nose and searched around until he got the scent. Leathery with a hint of oil, thought Naruto as he studied the scent, and death. Naruto adjusted himself and performed a few hand seals, sending 3 blossom clones of his team out. Not even after 2 minutes, a Naruto's blossom clone was destroyed by a kunai as a grass ninja appeared. Come on out, said the ninja, I know that the other 2 are clones. The other 2 clones of Sasuke and Uzumaki were quickly dispelled as the grass ninja attacked them, and the real Sasuke and Uzumaki popped out with Naruto following. Just hand us your scroll and we won't hurt you, threatened Uzumaki, much. The grass ninja laughed and launched a bunch of snakes from her arms, only for Naruto to unseal a katana and cut the snakes to ribbons and was behind the grass ninja in a flash. I never would have expected less from the Straw Hat Prodigy, said the grass ninja as part of her face peeled off to reveal a pale face underneath. Stop with the disguises, Orochimaru, said Naruto as he turned to face Orochimaru. I knew it was you as you have the same snake-like aroma like Anko, but the only difference is that you smell like decaying death while Lanko smells like sweet dango. Orochimaru pulled the rest of the face he was wearing and drew out his own sword, Kusanagi. My spy has told me about you, Straw Hat, said Orochimaru as he swung his sword, only to completely miss. Naruto summoned a blossom clone and handed him the scroll his team needed. How the hell did you get that scroll? Said Orochimaru as he patted his pockets. It helps if you know how to pickpocket while fighting, said Naruto as he turned towards his teammates and clone, get out of here, I'll slow Orochimaru down. The clone grabbed Uzumaki and Sasuke and dragged them out of the area and the snakes and then tried to intercept, only to be stopped by Naruto. You're my opponent, said Naruto as he swung his katana at Orochimaru, only to miss when the Sannin ducked. As much as I want to fight the Straw Hat Prodigy, said Orochimaru as he successfully stabbed Naruto through the heart, but I need to get to Sasuke and make him mine. Naruto smiled as he disappeared in a cloud of cherry blossoms. What? Said Orochimaru as Naruto suddenly appeared behind him. Double blade technique, Rashomon, said Naruto as Orochimaru was split in half, only for both halves to become piles of mud. Naruto smiled as he soon disappeared into a cloud of cherry blossoms. Uzumaki and Sasuke were on the ground catching their breaths after being dragged through the forest by Naruto's blossom clone. Yuzume took a kunai and stabbed the clone in the arm, only to reveal blood seeping from the wound. "That wasn't very nice, Yuzume," said Naruto as he pulled the kunai from his arms, "and after I got the scroll we needed." Sasuke ran towards Naruto and punched him in the face and said, "Why the hell did you drag us out of the perfect fight?" Naruto got up, rubbing his bruised face, and said, "Because Orochimaru is after you, Sasuke, for your Sharingan." Naruto then built a small fire and unsealed some food he brought. "We better camp here for a while," said Naruto as he took a bite out of the ration bar. "I'll have Blossom clones wake us if any enemies around." The rest of Team 7 reluctantly decided that rest was the best option and called it a day. Yuzume glared at her brother with pure hate. "I'll find out the secret of your powers, brother," thought Yuzume as she watched Naruto dress his wound, "and I will make sure that I'm on top." Yuzume soon went to sleep as the three Blossom clones began their patrol, plotting on how to get her brother. Naruto finished dressing his wound, but most of it was just for show as Chopper healed his wounds. The blonde began humming a tune as he watched the stars. Naruto learned of the downfall of what the Shinigami had done to him when replacing Kurama's soul with the Straw Hats. Due to the sudden change of souls sealed inside him, Naruto would adopt certain habits of each member of the Straw Hat Pirates. Of course, having the urge to sing for no reason annoyed him, and his tick to say awesome at any given moment made him feel odd at times. A familiar scent entered Naruto's nose and the blonde got ready for a fight. Naruto stood there for a minute before 4 snakes leapt from the bushes. He successfully dodged them, but Naruto soon felt a lot of pain and lightheaded as he received the Blossom clones. Flashback Jutsu, Memory. Blossom clone number 4's POV. The other clones and I picked up the familiar scent of a rat, Kabuto Yakushi, the card collector. The other 3 went to the camp so that the gems can be protected while the other one went to get the captain. We needed to slow Orochimaru and his lackey down until Anbu get here. I arrived at the camp just to see the other 3 clones get obliterated by the gems. I was about to warn them about the intruder, but it was too late as I was ran through by a kunai in the back. Damn. Blossom clones number 1's POV. We picked up the scent of that rat Kabuto and charged back to the camp. Number 4 told us to go ahead while he served as a distraction. Number 2 and number 3 agreed to stay at the camp while I got the captain. We made it to the camp when all of a sudden, the 3 of us heard Yuzume using a jutsu that sent us flying into a tree that obliterated us. The captain is really going to feel this. In Flashback Jutsu, Memory. Naruto winced in pain from actually feeling a few of his ribs break, a stab wound in the back, and the massive concussion he took from his clones. He was then yanked into the air by snakes and the first person to come into view was Orochimaru. "I never knew that you can feel pain from your clones," said the snake Sannin as he took a kunai out and cut Naruto's shirt to reveal the seal on his stomach. Orochimaru's free hand soon had purple flames on the fingertips as the Sannin slammed his hand over the seal. "Five-pronged seal," said Orochimaru as Naruto felt his mind get hazy as he was thrown through the air. Naruto soon felt his body hit something before feeling weak as he realized what had happened. Orochimaru threw him into a body of water, a river or pond most likely. Naruto couldn't move his body as he was in pain, and being in water didn't help as his power was draining. Through his blurred vision, Naruto saw a shadow in front of him. Unable to stay conscious, Naruto let one thought go through his mind: "Crap."
Hey guys, what's going on? Thank you so much for watching today's episode. If you guys want to watch more like it, please subscribe to my channel and become part of the video game fanfiction plot. And please leave a comment down below and hit that like button. If you guys have any suggestions on any stories you guys want me to read, don't hesitate. They're always welcome here in the video game fanfic plot. That also goes for video games. Until next time, goodbye!